Hey everybody, Brien here. It is really good to see you again because I know you're about to do the podcast interviews here very soon. And I want you to know how excited I am for you to get to interview people and try it out in person and feel what that's like. Interviewing people and telling stories is really a cool thing. So I am coming to you today from our podcast studio here at ABC 21. We're on the second floor of the building and we have this whole room to ourselves. We have microphones around this table over here. So if we weren't in the pandemic, we would have guests in here and we could interview them in person. Right now, if we have a guest on the show, we have to do it over the phone. So we have our audio board here. We can control the volume and the sound of the voices. We also have Audacity. You guys know what that is. You guys are using the same program we are. So that's pretty cool. You're using professional tools to get the job done, just like we do. But hey, I want to give you some advice before you get into these interviews. Maybe you're feeling a little nervous. Maybe you're really excited to jump in. No matter what the case is, I want you to know just a couple things. Remember, always get to know your guest a little bit before you start interviewing them. Build that rapport. They want to trust you when they tell you their story. So just make some small talk, find that common ground, make them feel comfortable. That is so important. Number two, be yourself when you do the interview. Just be your natural selves. You don't have to sound like an anchor person. You don't need to sound like you're knowing everything. You don't know everything. You're asking questions. So be enthusiastic, be curious, and just be yourself, and your personalities will shine through. Number three, the follow-up question. This is probably the best piece of advice I can give you. When you're interviewing somebody and you hit that point in which you don't know what to ask next, because that will happen to you. It happens to me all the time. If you don't know what to ask next, do this. Say, tell me more about how that made you feel. Boom. That is going to open the floodgates and they are going to elaborate on the thing they just told you about. And it could lead to some even better questions. Okay? So just ask that one follow-up question. Just try it. Just do it once if you want to during your interviews. Tell me how that made you feel. I think you're going to be impressed with the results. All right? But I know you're not going to have any trouble asking questions because you asked me a bunch of questions that were really, really good. And I cannot wait to hear your podcasts that you are about to record. All right? It's going to be great. You guys are going to rock it. And I can't wait to hear it all. Okay? So I will see you guys very soon. Good luck.